Love Ki Ghanti 1. You can't decide when it rings. Written by Mr. Deepak Satya. Chapter 10. Leave the job. In ancient Bharatiya society, the time after sunset was fixed only for sleeping. Those people used to do even the most sacred work during Brahmacall, whereas Jagratas had made their special place in modern Bharatiya society. Jagrata means performing bhajans and kirtans while worshipping the gods and goddesses. In the 21st century, Jagratas had taken a different form. In modern Bharat, the custom of arranging Jagrata in big pandals started. The next step in this custom started when a high stage was built, and idols of various gods and goddesses were placed on it. Another stage was built near that stage on which bhajan singers used to sing bhajans along with their musical group. Different types of lights were produced through different types of light bulbs. The Jagrata arrangers must have felt that something was still missing. They must have thought a lot, and then somewhere they must have realized that, hey, we have not contributed to noise pollution at all. The terror of loudspeakers must have started after that moment. 2 types of loudspeakers were installed in every pandal. The job of the first type of loudspeaker was to make the Jagrata be played to all the believers who had voluntarily come to the pandal from their homes to listen to the Jagrata so loudly that even their souls became pure. They were not worried that in this process, many people might unknowingly suffer from various types of diseases, and actually went to God. They were only concerned that the sound of the loudspeakers should be as loud as possible. The second type of loudspeaker was for atheists who were trying to sleep or study in their homes. The Jagrata organizers wanted their souls to be purified as well. It doesn't matter to them whether some poor person may fail the morning exam, some poor person wants to sleep tired, or some sick person wants to get relief by experiencing the natural peace that comes at night. It only matters to them whether the sound of Jagrata reaches all 4 directions or not. The person who set out to find out why this was done only found out that the organizers of Jagrata used to do this to forcibly spread their fame to the people. That means the importance of Jagrata was similar to that of an election meeting. In old times, Jagratas were discussed by common people because of their melodious hymns, whereas in the 21st century grandeur has started to be found in Jagratas also. That night, a similar grand Jagrata was organized in the Sunar Mohalla. In this grand Jagrata, which was being organized at an expense of lakhs, famous singer Karnail Rana of Himachal Pradesh was specially called as a bhajan singer. Karnail Rana's magical voice was so intoxicating that even atheists used to get engaged in worshipping God. Despite this, Raju's parents took an early exit from Jagrata. The reason was cold. It was very cold, so Raju's parents returned home at midnight after saying sorry to Ma Sherawali and Karnail Rana ji. As momentarily as the couple came inside, shivering in the cold, they saw that the TV was on, but their beloved son had fallen asleep while sitting on the sofa. Raju, who had planned to watch TV till 4 o'clock, fell asleep at 11:30 due to exhaustion. Pitaji woke him up lovingly and asked him to sleep inside. Raju woke up and checked the time on his cheap mobile, and immediately started going to his room. If the work is difficult, then leave it, we will look for something else. Pitaji said this and put Raju in tension. Raju felt bad about this statement of his Pitaji. He felt that his father was stopping him from progressing. He felt this way because he was a son. If he had been a father, he would have felt his Pitaji's pain. Every father wants his son to work hard, but when he sees his son tired, the first thought that comes to his mind is, I wish I were so rich that my son did not have to work so much. This thought had come to the mind of the Pitaji that night, who had been troubled by Raju's idleness. Raju's Pitaji was happy with his job, but it was his love that made him ask Raju to leave his job. Raju acted as if he was sleeping, and went to his room without saying anything. But he had lost his sleep. Forgetting the thought of his girlfriend, he reminded himself that he had to pursue further studies with the help of his earnings. I have to earn money and study. Repeating slowly, Raju started trying to sleep again. He fell asleep within a short time. Raju had to do private graduation with his own earnings. For this he had to work hard and earn enough money so that he could study private tuition and also take private exams. For this he had to work hard. He was ready to work hard, but within a few days he realized that the pace of time was not in his control. With only 24 hours a day, Raju could either focus on earning or spend time with friends like before. That means, either he could lay a solid foundation for a golden life, or he could remain happy without any reason in his worn-out life. Raju gave up his friends, giving priority to his golden life. Raju did not have any time to meet his friends, and due to this all his friends were unhappy, but the most unhappy were his two most special friends. They were Gurikpal Singh and Ashish Barthwal. Both of Raju's best friends were from rich families. Both had studied only till 10th standard, and both were top-class vagabonds. Gurikpal Singh's father not only belonged to the Sardar community, he was also the head of the local Gurudwara, and hence he had immense wealth. Ashish Barthwal's Brahmin father had many shops from which he earned good rent. The overall point was that both of them did not need to study or work. Therefore, both of Raju's close friends used to wander around and consume almost all types of intoxication. Ever since Raju's father came to know about this, he was extremely worried. They could not say anything to Raju, so they informed both their fathers. Ashish's father said, "Children at this age do all this. They will leave intoxications on their own when they grow up." Gurikpal's father first beat Gurikpal in front of everyone, and then explained to him in private, "If you cannot live without taking intoxications, then at least do it secretly. Please take some care of my respect." Therefore Gurikpal and Ashish neither gave up nor reduced their addiction. Seeing his Pitaji in tension, one day Raju placed his hand on Pir Baba's picture and swore in front of his Pitaji that he would never take intoxication. Raju felt that he had freed his Pitaji from tension, but his Pitaji never got relief because his experience had convinced him that intoxication dealers always find some excuse to lure innocent children and adults into intoxication. The Pitaji was in relief for the last month, because Raju was not able to meet his drug addict friends at all. He expressed many thanks to his only really sensible relative. As shortly as he received his first salary, Raju caught the bus to the university. Shabnam and Babita were also sitting on the same bus.